Hi, I'm Leathur Rokk. This is Garfield. Welcome to my channel. Today, this is my second in a series of videos about things to consider when you're packing for a combination business pleasure trip. And when we first started off, I did a practice just throwing some things in a bag that was not actually going to be the bag that I'm going to carry, but I was thinking of approximately the right size. But I realized that I really prefer to write up a list first, and then I roll things up and I sample them. But what I did was I took everything out, and then I wrote a list of everything on here. And this is really important because when you see things in black and white, then you realize that you probably packed too much. And then I looked at some of the things, and I looked at the colors. And one of the things I noticed is I counted the socks. And I packed twice as many socks as I needed. Right now, I counted using the 5 method, 5, 10, 15, 24 pairs of socks. You don't need that for a 3-week trip, because I'm going to be doing some laundry there. I'm going to be washing probably on the washing machine, but I plan on washing things while I'm there. So another thing I noticed, I forgot to pack underwear in that bag, and that figure the room that's going to take. Another thing I noticed, I had a separate bag that I set aside a couple of dresses that I wanted to pack, and I didn't put them in there. You got to allow for the room of those things. And another thing, I have separate things that are like toiletries, things involving washing your face, things like earplugs, things like that I have in this bag here. And this has interesting things that I'm afraid, now this might actually be all in the same backpack, but things like makeup, eye makeup removers, and these cleansing cloths. I want to show you these. These are supposed to be for women's private parts. They're made by a company that makes sanitary napkins, and it says Modest, if you pronounce it properly, Modest Basics Sheer Lavender Feminine Cleansing Wipes. These can be used in your armpits. This can be used on your face. This can be used to freshen up if you feel dirty and grimy. If, say, you were hopping a freight train and you got grime on you, these are good to have on you. Miniature tissue packets. These are really good to hold on to. A thing of hand sanitizer is always good. And these collapsible, this holds 16 ounces of water. It's flat and it's BPA free. And this comes with a lanyard, or whatever this thing is called, carabiner clip that you can stick to anything. This here, I'm going to show you some more of the things I have here. Okay, I stuck these things in here that I know I'm going to take with me. This is a makeup cleansing cloth that does not require soap or anything. These things, this is made of that, what's that fabric called? It's really soft. It's like a chamois, chamois, and it's really cuddly. It's like a real cuddly chenille or velveteen or some of those blankets, but it really scrubs the makeup off, even though there's nothing quite that substitutes for that soap and water kind of clean. In this, I also have a couple of pairs of rubber gloves, and I have a washcloth. I like to cut a washcloth in half, because you really don't need one that full size, even if you're going to use it for your full body and not just your face. I like to cut a few extra. When you get a worn towel that you're ready to throw out, or a worn washcloth, it's really threadbare and just you're ready to throw it out. First of all, you can always donate them to your local animal shelters. They can always use towels for their cages. but you can also cut up your towels, and you can make little, how do I put this kindly? Say you're out in the woods someplace and you run out of toilet paper, or you really don't want to use up all your TP, use these things, and they make butt scrubbers, and you just, if they're disgusting, throw them out. But they're good to have on you. You never know, especially when you're traveling. You don't want to find yourself needing to sanitize. This is an interesting product put out by Crest and Scope. They say no water needed. They're mini brushes. And something like this is good to have in case of an emergency. Put them in something like this for sanitation purposes. This here is from a company called Yakamoz, Y-A-K-A-M-O-Z. It's a body wipe. And I'm assuming you open this up and it's supposed to be the size of a towel. So in that case, it'd probably be good to take a couple of Ziploc bags on your hand and a pair of scissors and cut this. And have a couple, it would be good to have. Now, some other things I have, I'm not going to open up because they're going to make a lot of noise. Those survival blankets that keep you from freezing to death, they're made of Mylar, and they fold into really, it's like half the size of a deck of cards. The only problem is, once you unfold them, how the heck do you fold them the same exact way as flat? So I'm not going to open them up in front of you, but they're good to have. And I'm bringing them along with me, and also a compass. You can get compasses really cheap, including at dollar stores, and I must have like 4 or 5 of them. Especially if you know anybody that's ever been through Boy Scouts training, they're very, very prevalent. And you can have them, and you can clip them onto the zipper of your jacket. And once you have them, just like you should get one of those portable can openers, or the ones that you get in the military. I forget what the name of them is, but not everybody knows how to use them. But find you a vet, and a veteran will tell you how to use them. But then once you've got your skills, you know how to use these can openers, you can attach it to a zipper pull of your jacket or of your backpack, and then you know you always have them. So these are just some of the things to think about when you're getting ready to pack. Another thing that I didn't think to put in that bag, partly because I didn't want to get them wrinkled, is these skirts here, which are some of what I know I'm bringing. These are things that are going to go with the clothes that I'm bringing. Now, when you're wearing bringing basic t-shirts, they can go with anything. So, I forgot to pack most of my stockings. So, and the thing is, I don't want to switch to a larger backpack, but that container that I showed you, that Pittsburgh Pirates bag, this is not going to be what I'm going to be carrying. Oh, I just think I made a mess. But what I would like to do is get a steel frame backpack like I used to have when I was in San Francisco, and that unfortunately I lost on Greyhound doing one of my cross-country trips, and it was probably my fault, because when you are responsible for your own connections, and I don't know what exactly happened, but it really sucks when you lose your luggage, and they make you wait the full 6 months before paying you the little pittance that they pay you for the pain and suffering of losing what's probably really special things. But okay, I will talk to you again with more things about packing for a trip. Alright, I will talk to you then. Be careful and spay and neuter your animals, okay? Bye.